Welcome to the Beauty Talk Podcast. I'm Abriana.
And I'm Jazz. And we're your beauty industry advocates.
Alrighty.
So, y'all know what we're talking about this week. We kind of touched on it at the end of our last segment. And basically, we're going to cover the care that has been placed on the lifestyles of service providers because it's a whole lot of care. I feel like a little bit more than it should be. What you feel?
A lot of bit more than it should be because it's not your business.
Ooh.
It's not your business.
It's not.
Like, let's just start it here. Like, when you go to work and your coworker is all in your business about what you're doing and you don't even want to share your vacation with them because they all in your business. So then they be like, well, how much money do you make? You be like, oh, I make such. Do you tell them all that stuff?
No, they don't. They don't. Y'all don't share y'all pay differences.
So why is it your concern that this service provider is making this money and that money is going towards their lifestyle?
I wish this was like live, like where we could have like live feedback because,
I want to know.
You see, it's like, okay, so and-so is driving a Porsche now, or she's driving a Range Rover, or, this top guy who's in this industry is now driving like a fucking Maybach, whatever. So it's like, y'all see that and it's like, y'all nose get turned up,
why?
And it's like, oh,
did they go to work to get it? Like, I'm really not concerned. And it's not because I'm in this industry. It's like, I'm not concerned with anyone's lives. Like, I'm not counting your dollars because you got these things or I see these things. Now, I understand if, like you're saying, like, people are flashy. But people flashy, they
that's not specific to the beauty industry. I feel like anybody who has money, if they have a flashy, flamboyant personality that they, they're going to do that. It doesn't matter what field that their career is in or that their business, like they're going to be flashy because that's just them. And
what
it's
you
not
guys
specific.
Specifically care about, for what I've seen, because of course I'm a hairstylist, so that's what's going to come across my timeline or whatever. Y'all mad because y'all hairstylists is riding nice, looking nice, living nice. I'm confused. Like
it's also like what I see a lot of is like the entitlement to the success. It's like I see so many people attaching themselves to that, like, oh well,
my silk press paid for this.
Yeah, or this person would not have XYZ or be able to do XYZ if I didn't come and get my service done with them. But like news fucking flash, if you don't sit, stand, lay down with these people that somebody is. So at the end of the day, this is their career. This is the place the field that they've chosen to work in. And yes, it takes people to, have a successful business, but however, it's going to be successful. So
are you mad that they're successful? Like, I really want to know. So like, you guys can literally email us that. We're going to drop it below so y'all can, drop comments below. But I really want to know, what is the concern with someone else's lifestyle, period. Like,
right.
Across the board.
Like what somebody chooses to do with their money. When the profit that they make, is it because like, okay, so I'm really, really trying to understand this. Is it like, do you feel like maybe it's because this happens like when it's in a service they can't afford?
I don't know, because I just think that people I've seen people that afford it, that they are like, for instance, in my thing, like their hair always stays nice. Their those extra amenities that you get that you want to pay for,
right?
Lashes, makeup. You don't, go around taking photo shoots without your makeup done. Like, you do the same thing. You want these services. So I don't know. I don't feel like they can't afford it. I just feel like they just have something to say about it.
I'm saying so like I've personally seen is like, it's usually something negative behind it. So it's like, okay, well, so-and-so charges way too much for this. She only charging it so that way she could drive this car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the way I normally hear it. Like basically they're saying like, maybe if she, and no offense to anybody or whatever car you want to drive, but maybe if she drove a Kia instead of a Porsche, you know what I'm saying? Like she could come down on her prices. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's not true.
So that's why I'm like, do you feel like it's a situation where it's usually those negative comments come from people who can't afford the service,
Maybe. I need to hear from y'all. Like, I really need to hear what the answer is, because I really don't know. I'm just not concerned. Really, like, I'm just not the person to share what vehicle I'm driving or anything. So like, that doesn't matter with, is your hair going to look nice or is your service going to be done? It has nothing to do with it.
And that's,
whether I drive a nice car, whether I don't, or whether I live in a shack or not. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But that's my business. And guess what? I am here working to pay for my lifestyle, okay? So if I got 20 kids I got to feed, you mad that I'm doing, I mean, I don't understand. Or is it because we share it on, or not we, because I don't necessarily do that, but like people share it on social media? Like, is that what it is? Like they're seeing it and they don't like to see it?
So basically they don't want to see like where their money went, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
No, like I really want to understand this, because it seems like the beauty industry are the people who are targeted the most when it comes to stuff like this. Like y'all don't say this about anybody else.
The VIP of, you know, like, what I'm saying, such and such of Target, right?
Like you don't
the
say
VIP
that
of Target is living nice, okay?
We have to cut that out. It is not the VIP.
The VIP, the VP.
It's the VP.
We should leave it. It's the VP. I do hair, baby. I do hair. The VP, okay? Did you know what I meant? You know what I meant.
No, they don't know what you meant.
Scrap. The VP. That's why I gotta keep my mouth shut. Get the stuff together. The VP of Target is riding around here however they riding. You know what I'm saying? They looking nice. They living a great lifestyle because guess what? They've gotten to the VP.
You know what? You saying that though really, okay, maybe just gave me a different perspective. And let me say this. The VP of Target, nobody knows. I mean, you can Google and obviously find out who the VP of Target is, but I think they're not seeing it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's what it is, that they're not seeing the person who is over and running Target, you know, driving nice cars, taking luxury vacations, doing all of those things. So it's like they are more okay with it because they don't have to see it. Mm-hmm. Whereas I feel like they categorize us like it's to be on the same level. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like if they can't do it, why can't we?
But that's the thing too. You can do it if you know what I'm saying? That's
I
why
agree.
It's levels to everything. I mean, everybody's not gonna be on the same level anyway.
They're not.
First of all, but secondly, you can do it. You can work hard to get at the level where you want to get the pay that you want to get. You can go to school. There's so many options, same things that we do to progress our career that you can do and get money, okay? And then show it off however you want to show it. You understand? And that's the thing. We live in, like the fact that it's lifestyle, like that word to me is like crazy because like, for instance, myself, I cook all the time, right? The food still costs. I'm just using it in a different way.
Right.
I'm just not going out to eat and showing myself going out to eat. But if I wanted to go out to eat, I would. But I enjoy cooking. I enjoy my own food. So that's just that. So I don't understand why I'm showing you my vacation and using my money in that way is making you mad that and making you feel like your supply. I mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna say this because I feel like whatever lifestyle that you want to have or that you choose to have or however you choose to maintain or provide for your lifestyle is very individual, one. And then two, like, you're not going to take a job. If you, let's use the kids, for example, you know, you have 3-4 kids or whatever the case, you're not going to take a job. And I'm just throwing a number out there, but you're not going to take the $17 an hour job if you know that that's not going to be able to provide
your lifestyle
for whatever, however you would like to dress your kids, for however you would like to feed your kids, for the education you would want to provide for your children. So if that means that, okay, you know, your bottom line is $25 an hour, which, okay, no, it's not that big of a difference, but it makes a difference to you for you to be able to provide and live the lifestyle that is comfortable for you and your kids. You're not going to take anything less than that. Right? Because it's not going to be what you need.
Make sense.
Okay? You can't afford rent. You can't feed them. You can't do them without having this $25, right? So we do not judge others for saying, this is my bottom line. This is what I have to have for me to be able to drive a dependable car, for me to be able to do all of these things. Why are we judged so harshly? And so many service providers, why are they judged so harshly for saying, this is my bottom line, this is what I need to be able to provide and to live the lifestyle that I want? Mm-hmm. And, you know, is also kind of, I hate to see it because everybody has like their vice and what they choose to spend their money on, like you were saying with the food, because I know people who would spend all of their money on designer. I'm not going to judge them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For choosing to spend all of their money on designer, but I'm not spending all of my money on designer. I'm going to spend it on vacations. And I feel like some of the people who would judge me for spending it on a vacation could have those same vacations too, but they choose to spend it on designer.
Yes.
You know, it's like, I don't know.
I mean, yes, that's exactly it right there. So I just feel like mind your business in the first place, because it's not your business. It's not my business to know what you got going on in your household or how you're living your lifestyle. None of my business. Could care less. I just feel like y'all should really, or people should really just not mind.
And I feel like it's unfair too that a person, like, you're to say, oh, a person is only charging this so that way they can be able to do X, Y, Z. So basically what you're saying in a sense is they're not worth what they're charging. Like,
or they're doing too much, because that's what I was hearing real crazy. Like, it was going around social media, like, because now hairstylists are driving Bentleys. Why? But what is that? I mean, what does that mean? Like, they're not allowed to drive Bentleys because, like, they work and really be working hours. So I'm just confused how that's a problem. Like, now, like, but that's the thing. I feel like it's social media, because I feel like people, the beauty industry is flashy. You have to look nice. Your hair needs to be laid. You need to come up to work looking cute. Like, they want to see they want to see the lifestyle, so that they feel like, oh, okay, I want to be part of this too. I want to be cute. I want to give,
But let's be real though. It's so many people on one end you have people that are judging service providers for being flashy about their lifestyle and saying, oh, you wouldn't have this if X, Y, Z. But at the same token, those are the same people that people love to support.
Yes.
You only want to go to this person because this person drives a Bentley, or because this person goes to China, or because this person has so many, followers, or because this person is only wearing Gucci or Louis Vuitton or wherever the case. Right.
I guess we're too small time. Like, if we were more famous, I guess, then it would be okay for us to spend money, because famous people spend money all the time. And y'all be like, ooh.
And that's why I'm like, is it the familiarity? Like, because you know us, is like, okay, there's no way that somebody could be able to afford this kind of lifestyle. So now it turns into a negative thing. Like, oh, well, they wouldn't have it if,
that's
X, Y, Z. I don't know. It's kind of weird, and I feel like it's unfair. Mm-hmm. Like you, for instance, you're saying like you're kind of private with a lot of stuff. You choose not to share that. But if a person wants to share it, they should feel comfortable sharing it. Yeah. And you shouldn't be determining if you're going to go to this service provider or not based off of what they're doing with their money after they provide you with a service that you got what you paid for.
Yeah.
Like, I'm confused.
And that's crazy, because like I know, I mean, I am just like that. Like, that's like my first nature is not to just share all these things just because I always have, I moved around a lot when I was younger because my mom's in the Army. And I had one time, like, made new friends, and they came in and robbed me. Like, they robbed my shoes, girl. Like, I'm scarred for life. I'm scarred for life. So, baby, you ain't gonna rob me. You ain't gonna know nothing about me.
Look, you don't know what you can take. Shit.
You don't know what you can take because you ain't gonna see it. But I also feel that social media does play a part in that, too. So, it's like, I do hold back a little bit, because it's like, I don't want to make people jealous, or I don't want to make people, create envy for something you shouldn't be envious about. Because it's like, I mean, it's just what I choose.
That should not, see, that's where I feel like it's unfair, because now you are not, you choose not to. But, the person who's like, okay, well, I want to share this. I'm proud of my accomplishments. I'm proud of, like, what I'm able to achieve and the lifestyle that I'm able to live from my hard work. You're right. So it's like, now I'm like, dang, well, I'm kind of concerned about making this person feel uncomfortable, or I got to worry about, are people going to start to become jealous and not want to frequent my business anymore? Like, that should not be a concern, because as long as what you paid for, you got what you paid for, that's all that should matter. Yeah. When you go to your job and you get your paycheck, like, how would you feel like if they're like, okay, well, you pull up to work in your new car because you got a raise, and they like, the only reason she got that new car because she got a raise. So they're discrediting all of the hard work to get the raise, and now they're judging you based off of what you did with your raise. So fuck all of the other shit that you did to even earn that raise. Mm-hmm. You would feel some type of way if you were judged off of the choices that you made with your raise you know, and you work so hard for it and you did everything and they don't see the long nights, they don't see the continuous education, they don't see the growth that got you to this point where they said, okay, you're worth more. You know, you've added value, you've grown to a point where we want to pay you more for the skill set that you have. And what you choose to do with that increase that's your business. That's completely up to you. But I think that y'all would understand it more if somebody looked at you and judged you based off of your choices. Because at the end of the day, like, we all have choices. And being somewhere where you can't afford to have the luxury lifestyle, working a job where you can't afford to have a luxury lifestyle, it's a choice. And it really, like, on some I ain't trying to therapize, but you know, it really turns into a situation of like, are you really upset at the service provider, or are you upset with you?
Yeah.
And that's a real ass question. Are you upset with yourself for the choices that you've made, or are you upset with them? Is it really you or them? Is it, you know?
I don't even understand why you concerned. Like, why is there?
Is it a I wish I had that. I wish I could be able to do that. I wish, is it misplaced anger? Like, help me understand.
Yes.
You know.
So no, help us we're asking because we really would love to hear some different point of views on it, because you know, we are both service providers, and so we maybe have a bias to it. But I definitely want to hear from you guys to see what you guys think about this and why, you know, maybe if you are someone that is in corporate America and feel like you show concern with somebody else's money, or maybe you're on the that's what it is.
Not you show concern. It sounded like, you know.
that was a good.
But you know, y'all know, like at the, what is it, Steve Wilkos at the end, where it be like, if you or you know somebody,
if you know
but
someone,
call this number. Listen, but go ahead.
I mean, I'm just saying, let us know. Like, we want to hear from you guys because we are baffled. Okay, we just want to understand. Why is that a concern? Period. Across the board. Like, get out people's business. Get out people's business. Unless, like I said, if you think it's social media, raise your hand in the comments. Okay? Drop me a little raised hand.
Oh, I have a question, though. Because, like, do you feel like maybe, I don't know, because I feel like all of the people, for the most part, who live what you consider a luxury lifestyle or drive these nice cars or foreign cars or whatever the case, I've always been able to see the hard work. I've always been able to see that they are quality service providers. I've always been able to see how they're able to afford the things, how they built a brand, how they maximize the dollar. I've seen how they could be able to afford these things. You usually don't see service providers who are basically like able to afford these luxuries in life, and they are poor service providers. Like, that usually doesn't go together.
I mean, I use it as motivation, honestly. Like, I worked for, like, the person who I worked for years, I saw that he lived I literally, this is exactly why I'm a hairstylist today. I saw, because I was thinking, oh, I got to be a lawyer, I got to be this, to make this money or whatever. Do something that I don't care about to make this money. But I saw that he lived a certain type of lifestyle. He could afford his lifestyle doing what he loved to do. Okay.
Right.
I saw that and I said, boop, I can do hair because, baby, I got goals, dreams, aspirations, and it's up here. I want to be traveling the world, doing all these things. How can I do that doing something that I love? I saw it done, and that motivated me to be where I'm at now. So I take it as motivation. That's why I understand y'all. Okay. So make it make sense for us. Okay. If you out here hating.
Not if you're out here hating. It is hate, though. It really is hate. Like I said, are you upset with us, or are you upset with you? You know, are you upset with them, or are you upset with you?
And then because, like, if you don't even care about those type of nice things, then what are we talking about?
That's why I really feel like it's usually coming from people who feel like they should not pay, you know, whatever price it is. They feel like the price should be lower. But I also feel like if you don't see the value in what I'm providing, and you don't feel like it's worth it, that you should just not come. But the fact that you kind of want me to lower the price, or the fact that you want to be over here but can't sit right here, kind of lets me know that you do want to be here. So it's really, it's conflicting. Like, it's really conflicting. Like, it's almost as if I'm not going to support this person because I don't want to be contribute to the lifestyle that they get to live that I don't. Mm-hmm. You know. And it's really on some real shit. Let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. A real shit, a person who is going to get it by any means is going to get it. Whether they are going to be a service provider, whether they're going to be in any of the careers that you just named, if I did not own a salon and style hair today, I would still live the exact same lifestyle. Period.
I was gonna find a way.
Period. I'm gonna find a way. Period. Whether that be education, whether that be my skills, whatever it is, I'm gonna live this lifestyle. That's because that's what I want, and I'm gonna have the things that I want in life, no matter what.
Yeah.
So I don't think that like y'all should basically attribute their lifestyles to the services.
You giving them money for the services
exactly,
because
most of them are gonna live it anyways. Rather that be they go find a man to take care of them or whatever the case, they're gonna live this lifestyle. I'm gonna take as many vacations as I can afford to take, whether I'm doing this or anything else.
Because that's what I want to do.
And so for you to feel so much entitlement to it, so much entitlement to me laying on the beach, it's crazy. It's we're Ariana. She is always eating. Always. Ariana.
I have to stay hydrated. That's water.
That can be a break. Do you have anything else to add? We had our event. She was eating a whole plate on stage while
and then I got hot because I was drinking mimosas.
Ariana, she just all you see is cup in the frame. Like,
I'm thirsty, baby. I can't.
It's not that many lights. He said they're not powerful. I said they're not even powerful. He said they're not even powerful. So
the lights is making my throat dry. Okay.
Like,
so the moral of our whole TED Talk today was
not our TED Talk.
Because that's what that felt like. Like we just was like boom, 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 boom. Listen, okay, I understand everybody has their own opinion about things, but I definitely don't think that anyone should have any opinion on anyone else's lifestyle. Now, I say that, and I definitely, the first thing that came to my mind is like maybe like somebody like on drugs or something.
No, that's still their choice.
You're right. That's still their choice.
That's still
their choice. We're pro-choice over here.
You know what? Speaking of that, this is a little bit of a tangent, but I feel like, let me tell you, I just feel like if you get...
What are you?
Let me tell you, because I feel like this. I feel like people should not go to jail for being on drugs, like illegal drugs.
I mean, I kind of understand
if they want to smoke, if they want to smoke meth, crack, if they want to shoot dope, if they want, that's their choice. It's their life. Why should I be arrested?
It has become not their choice, and they're doing things to get arrested because of the drug.
No.
They're getting pulled over, like, or they're driving a vehicle not in their right mind.
That's different.
They're stealing from people. They might have stole. They might have, I'm not
saying you're committing another crime because of the drug. I'm saying that I'm on the street, I'm on the corner, and you arrest me because I'm high off dope.
Can you get arrested?
Yes, you can.
Are they are you like laying in the street? Because I think that's a law.
Ariana, you know what? That's I'll talk to y'all about that on my personal page because clearly we're going nowhere with this.
And if you go live, I'm gonna be on there like a troll too.
If I choose to get high, why is that anybody else's problem?
Because you're not acting responsibly. If you're getting high and being an addict is two different things. No.
Wasn't this episode about minding your business?
Yes, and you ain't minding your
business. No, I'm minding my business. You ain't minding your business.
I don't care. No. I'm not pulling people over.
You feel like they should get picked up out the middle of the street? I feel like you should drive around them. Let them live their best life.
If you want to.
I'm just saying. You do care. I'm just saying everybody should be able to do whatever the fuck they feel like.
They doing. I just want
as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else.
Period. That's it.
Yes.
Live your life, mind your business, and
as long as
money, girl.
As long as what you're doing. Oh my God.
You gotta say everybody.
They. Does that cover all the people?
He, she, we, be, us. All of us. Okay.
All we're saying is we could judge. People could, let's just say this. People could place judgment in all areas. It's not specific to people living luxury lifestyles, because the people who are living luxury lifestyles could judge the people who are not. And y'all wouldn't appreciate that. So I think if everybody just kind of mind their business, mind their pay grade, mind their profits, mind their children and their spouses and everything else that is only pertaining to them, that it would make life so much better for everybody, and stop judging people for the choices that they make with their money. Keyword their, not yours.
Period.
Okay.
Thank you guys for tuning in for another wonderful episode of Beauty Talk Podcast.
Were we at 30 minutes? Oh, okay. Let's do the outro again.
Okay.
We're going to need a lot of editing on that video.
Ooh, that was funny, man. My eyes is watering.
You worried about people in their attic problems?
I wasn't. You brought it up.
It's the same thing.
I said, well, if they are like, doing crazy stuff, then I get it.
If they're doing it by themselves, it doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, God.
If
no, they're hard. No, you know what they do? Oh, because I'll be watching.
If they hard to fuck up, if they lungs to fuck up, if they body to fuck up.
No, you costing people money, because this man was addicted to alcohol on this show, and he cost the hospital $1.4 million because he would just go up there because he had nowhere to stay, because he didn't care about nothing else but alcohol, and he had nowhere to stay. So he would just go to the hospital just to have somewhere to sleep at night. And in the end, last year, or they were saying like the year before, he cost the hospital $1.4 million.
That is a fucking lie. Ain't no way one alcoholic cost the hospital $1.4 million.
Done that shouldn't have been done and all kind of stuff.
$1.4 million.
That's what they said on the show. I don't know if it's true or
not.
Ariana,
you were smarter than that.
That's what they said on the show.
You were so much smarter than that.
That's what they said on the show. It wasn't a real show. It's a fake
Clearly.
show. It's a series, but I'm just saying they said that. So I'm just saying, like, maybe, they saying, like, you just, I don't know, Father. Listen, do your drugs, okay? I don't care.
Oh, my God. You are crazy.
Do your drugs.
So, basically, don't do nothing else, because you are acting just like them that are judging us for our lifestyles.
We wrapped it up.
Y'all wrapped it up and then y'all got back.
Because she keep talking about,
because she's judging these people for their choices.
And I'm not. I don't say that. I do feel bad, because I'm like, dang, I'm thinking of everything else. But you're right. I ain't minding my business. So I'm going to mind my business. And y'all do y'all drugs. Y'all go y'all vacations. Y'all cook y'all food. Y'all don't cook y'all food. Y'all ride y'all Bentleys. Do it, baby. Okay? Do it.
Thank you. So that was a wonderful another segment.
That changed my mind, guys. She changed my whole outlook on life.
I hope I did. Hopefully I changed y'all too.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in for another episode of Beauty Talk Podcast. See us next week. We will be back with another great topic. If you guys have any topics for us, or if you have any questions, concerns.
If you have answers to the questions that we asked today.
Period. Don't forget that, because we worry about y'all minding y'all business and us minding ours. So anyways, follow us on all of our social media platforms.
And subscribe. And we'll see you soon.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for listening to the Beauty Talk Podcast. Please like, subscribe, and give us 5 stars. Email us at thebeautytalkpodcast@gmail.com so we can add your opinion to the conversation. You can find us at YouTube by searching The Beauty Talk Podcast, and by Instagram and Facebook, The Beauty Talk Podcast. Thank you for listening.